Have you ever wondered what's at the end of a path you've never taken? Like many of us, I tend to walk on familiar trails, both physically in the real world and metaphorically in life. Repeating these familiar patterns has served me well. They're known, comfortable, even if they aren't perfect. But with time marching on, the opportunities to explore alternatives dwindling, like grains of sand falling through an hourglass. And so, last week when I passed a fork in a path I've cycled past many times before but never taken, I decided to come back on foot and explore it properly. I don't know how long it is, or where it leads, and I've deliberately avoided looking at the map to find out. It feels like finding an unopened Christmas present. And unopened, it still holds promise. Will it be the perfect gift, or just another pair of socks? And it got me thinking. I've decided to approach from a completely different direction and walk trails I normally don't. No map, no spoilers, just a sense of direction and local knowledge. I'm sure I'm not alone in becoming over-familiar with a small number of trails when there are others nearby. And with all that potential, why do we keep coming back to the same old places? Is it the comfort and sense of belonging, or are we just lazy? For me, part of it is practicality. I walk the dogs where I know it's safe. I know where the hazards are, the cattle on the roads. I'm also limited by time, walking them on my lunch hour or in the evening before it gets dark. But if I'm honest with myself, they're just justifications. There's something else that binds me to the same well-trodden paths. Some kind of gravity I can't explain, but need to understand to break through and escape. Because on foot, the world is a big place. Even within my own county of Hampshire, where I've lived for the past 20 plus years, we have 2 national parks, and I've barely explored either. And this is it. And the first impression is, it's so much more open than the woodlands where I usually walk. So let's go in and see where it leads. And if there was any doubts whether I really was in the UK, it has of course just started to rain, so I've put the main camera away and I'm on this little action cam because it doesn't matter if that gets wet. But I can continue to explore. Let me just give you a quick 360. This is a big old open space and it's beautiful actually, to be fair. Can't believe I've never come here before. So I've literally got no idea what's here. I've not checked on a map and I don't know how big this area is going to be. What is nice straight away is I've got a bit of a view here, and that's something I just don't have in the woodland. It's not a huge view, granted, it's just show over that way. It's not massive at all, but it just being a little bit high and being able to see is great. So I'm just going to keep exploring and see what I can see here. It's a shame I can't get the drone out here, but I am unfortunately right in a flight restriction zone. But that's alright, we'll wander around on foot. So I just spotted an old tree. I think it's dead, but it's still quite magnificent. So I'm just going to go have a look at it. I'll check this thing out. This is beautiful, in a way. Now that is a huge old tree. I think it's dead. There doesn't seem to be any green growing on it. It's still just stunning looking at it. That's a lot of wood. Absolutely stunning. And pretty thick. Can't believe how thick that is at the base. Right, the rain's coming in again, so I'm just going to make my way over to this tree line and see if there's any shelter. There's not a lot of leaves on the trees at the moment. They are starting to come in now, so hopefully it'll be a little less rainy in there than it is out here. So there's actually a farm here with horses and everything. Didn't know this was here. So yeah, this was a bit of an adventure, and I'm definitely glad I took that turn because I've seen an amazing old tree, I've seen a couple of horses, and there's still more to explore. I don't know what else is up here. Let's get going. And this is awesome. I can go left, I can go straight on, or I can go right. Spoiled for choice. I think I'm going to go straight on. Yeah, why not? So I think I'm in Minley Wood now, based on my general kind of understanding for the layout of the land. I've not looked at the map, I've deliberately not done that, and I'm not going to look now, but I think that's where I am. But I don't think I've been to this part of Minley Wood before, so this is cool. I love finding new places, particularly when on the doorstep. Right, I know exactly where I am now, and I've been here once before with my eldest just after lockdown, and we started getting into walking a little bit. That's when we first started to get back into it, and we had a close encounter with a deer. I'm just going to show you something. Now this little, here we are, this little tree stump here, what's left of it, that's where we were cooking our dinner. So we had the stove just there, and coming down this track there was a deer. It was sniffing the ground, it didn't actually see us because we were sitting very still, and I actually had to call out because I thought it was going to knock the stove over. And it was like a comedy thing, you know, from like Snow Dogs, where you see its eyes widen, because it had no idea we were there, and it jumped a mile. But it actually crossed us on the path. We were so close we could reach out and touch it. And that is a memory I think that'll live with me and my eldest for a very, very long time. So yeah, it's quite cool to find that spot again. I'm glad I did that, because that was a really special day. And look, some days when you do this, it's going to be a disappointment. But on other days, like today, it's going to be absolutely amazing and you're going to love it. Now, I've been out now for about 5 hours. I'm probably only 30 minutes from home, but I've spent the last 2 hours in areas I really don't know at all. In some areas I don't think I've ever been to. So I've had an absolutely fantastic day. So if you feel like you're stuck in a rut, if you feel like you're getting stale, then go out and take a different turn. It could be in your local forest, it could be further afield, or it could be in a different part of your life entirely. But life is for the living, and it's up to us to make the most of it. We can't let the fear of getting lost, either figuratively or physically, hold us back. Seize the day and make the most of the time that you have. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.